Okay, I'm heading out now. There's no way we just found one right on the trail as we're walking out. Check this out. I'm stoked. Wow. That is so freaking cool. He's small. Let's see if we can find the match before we go home. I am stoked. They're obviously not a match, but we're gonna see if we can find the other side to this bad boy. But we've got like 10 minutes of daylight left, so we better hurry. They both have like a very similar shape. I don't know if the bucks might be related. It's hard to say, but look at the color difference too. One of them, the bigger one is like a lot paler and the small one is a lot darker. It's kind of different to see that color. They're from the same woods, you know. It's maybe one of the bucks isn't from these woods. But as you can see, we still have like 3 or 4 feet of snow all over everything. We've been lucky enough to be driving right on top of it. After we get off the quad, we tiptoe around the woods, make sure to look in all directions over each shoulder, look back at where we came from, and we're seeing a lot of fresh deer sign. We see a nice scrape right here, and it's not the only one. There are many buck scrapes in this area. We also see a lot of beds. There's a lot of proof that the big bucks are hiding in these woods somewhere. And what's this, ladies and gentlemen? What is this that we see poking out of the snow? Tines. It looks like tines to me. We follow this buck trail over to his freshly shed antler, where it pokes about halfway out of the snow. You know I'm not faking this. And what a beautiful antler it is. Look at this dark brown color. It's very heavy right now too. It's all waterlogged. And not 15 feet away, what is this, ladies and gentlemen, poking out of the snow? Well, it looks to be another antler. Definitely. So we follow the same deer's tracks over to this antler. And could it be a match? Let's find out. Oh, wow, it's a beautiful deep brown antler too. Left side. I think this is the match. I wonder how this compares to the first one that we found. Freshly picked, I'm the first person to ever touch this object. And yes, comparing the two antlers side by side, they do appear to be a match. And a beautiful match at that. We're checking our antlers out. Deep brown in color. I mean, you don't really get these in Iowa. This is a forest buck. We continue to walk the trails, hoping to find more antlers. It's nice to close the loop. When you find a match, it really feels good. And we crest hill after hill in the daylight on the mountainside. The sunny part of the hill is where you're going to see the deer, like this little guy. This guy was fully exposed in the open, just snacking on the green shoots poking up. Little squirrels out to play. We actually left him some peanuts by his little burrow hole. He's been very busy. He's has a huge pile of shredded pine cones at the base of his tree. Searched for like 6 or 7 hours yesterday, didn't find anything at all. Well, that's not true. We found a really cool hiking spot to go to. We're gonna hike up the mountain now. It was actually a really beautiful view, but the camera died before I made it up there. Oh, I heard a deer run. It was about 7 hours of hiking, 5 of which with like a 20-pound weight vest on, and my legs are dead today, but we're still scouring these woods, and we're seeing a lot of deer run through too, and we're also on heavy deer trails, so we're gonna head up to the mountainside and try to shut out more of like an open terrain. We're gonna glass the hillside and stuff. I'll bust the camera out when I make it up. I have been hiking some of the most exhausting terrain all day, and it hasn't paid off. I haven't found anything yet, but I haven't seen a single person's footprint. It's just deer trails everywhere I look. All day long I've been following trails like this, and actually I'm about to crest the peak. We've been hiking up hills and hills all day long. We finally found a road to walk up, so we're gonna crest this and see what the view looks like. It's a view I've never seen before. Well, I just made it up the ridge and I'm totally stoked. It's all uncovered territory. There's a beautiful view. I want to try to take a shot of it, but it's so windy. I feel like you're just gonna get a lot of wind noise. But we have a lot of ground to cover. It's very open. We're gonna go pop over and take a look. I've been hiking over mountains, absolute mountains, all day. I'm out of water, my legs are dead, and I'm so fortunate to find this little stream. This is the first little bit of water we've seen the whole hike. I am thirsty. Man, I thought I was screwed. Look at that. It's the nectar. I'm not running out of water. Now we've been following the moose tracks over the hill, through the woods, through the swamp, and we've encountered quite a large amount and a concentration of predator tracks. It looks like a set of cougar tracks and then quite a few sets of coyote tracks. So we take a look around, we see a trail leading away, and we figure there must be a kill. We follow a set of cougar tracks and then 2 sets of coyote tracks, and we see something poking out of the snow. As I get a closer look, it appears to be a deer hoof attached to the whole leg bone and a shoulder blade. So it looks like the front leg of a deer right here, and it's very tracked up. And there is fresh pee all over the scene. A little farther up the hill, and we discover the rest of the corpse. Heavily tracked and eaten down to the bone and still limp. I think that this skeleton has something to say to us. I was too young to die. I was too young to die. It's been another full day of hiking, 6 hours straight. My legs are dead. And we found nothing again. 2 days in a row, 6 to 8 hours plus each day. And we haven't found anything, but we're not discouraged. We're not giving up. We're going to keep on searching for them. It has been absolutely dumping snow. We're at like an 8-inch blanket already. So any hopes of finding shed antlers in this kind of weather are kind of gone until this melts off. All of our hunting spots are completely covered up, so I thought this would be a good spot to conclude the episode, and I'll show you what I found so far this season. This is what we're at. The goofy little guy from the intro. It's a nice matching set. This is kind of our prize so far. I mean, these are just beautiful. My nicest match ever, honestly. I mean, I've found very few matches in the woods. And then this kind of big old goofy sucker. I accidentally lost the footage of finding this one, but I found it on the same hike as we found this little guy. So that's kind of it. Stay tuned for the next episode.